Think back to the best summer of your life. I remember mine quite vividly. I was 17 years old, just out of junior year of high school, and I had a lot of plans. I was looking forward to the future. My friends and I planned a beach trip for the weekend, and on the way down, I ended up contracting what seemed to be the worst food poisoning I'd ever experienced in my entire life. Turns out that it was way more than just that. Fast forward a month later, I've lost 30 pounds. I can't eat, I can't sleep, and I know that something is seriously wrong. Fall of that year, I'm too sick to go back to high school. I had to finish my senior year at home. Fast forward another year later, and I'm unable to attend college traditionally. I had to turn down a $100,000 scholarship. My future plans, aspirations, desires were completely shattered by a disease that only affects 1.25 million Americans per year. After proper treatment, the next 2 to 3 years were still living hell. I was struggling to cope mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. I was in pain, and I was hurting, and ultimately I was scared for my life. And I remember this one night, my parents actually left me home alone, which was a rarity at that time because I totally lost my passion for living, and they were very concerned. And I found myself in my bedroom screaming at the top of my lungs at God, asking why. Why me? Why now? Just why? And it got to the point where I said, you know what? I'm done. I need to know right now why I'm here and why you made me, why I'm alive. And if you don't answer me, I'm just going to check out because life is too painful. And I took my Bible and I raised it up above my head and I slammed it down as hard as I possibly could in front of me in anger. And I started breaking down and things got real quiet. Through my tears, I ended up opening my eyes to see that my Bible was open to a section I didn't know much about, highlighted in a color highlighter I didn't own. And the passage read, I, the Lord, have called you into righteousness. I will take hold of your hand and make you and keep you, to be a covenant for the people, a light for the Gentiles, to free captives from prison, and to release those out of the dungeon, out of darkness. At that moment, I knew that was why I was here. I had to completely take my hands off the wheel of my life and allow God to take total control. You may be asking yourself why I'm sharing this story with you. Those events happened about 7 years ago. I'm still here. I'm 110% restored in all facets. And I can tell you that I would not be sitting in this chair sharing this with you if it wasn't for God's grace. I've been blessed beyond measure with relationships and projects and opportunities in the film and music and entertainment industry. I would have never been able to come this far with what God's had in store for me if it wasn't for this journey that He allowed me to go through. I'm here to tell you that God is the ultimate way out. He'll get you through anything in this life. Anything else is just a Band-Aid. Nothing compares to God's grace and power. If this story resonates with you or someone that you may know who has gone through a similar kind of trial or tribulation in this life, we want to invite you with open arms into the Cross family. How do you get in? It's really simple. You just follow, or subscribe to us on social media. Check us out, listen to the music, pass it on to your friends and family. We want to hear your stories. Feel free to hit us up on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all social media, YouTube. Because we're not just a band. We're not just a sound or another touring act or project. We're a lifestyle.